All right, welcome to the Express Technical Committee meeting for February 22nd, 2017. Present is Doug Wilson and Rand. I don't know why I said my last name. It's pointless. And we don't have too much of an agenda for the TC today, which is to resolve unresolving issues and things outside of any issue trackers or other kind of conversations that we feel like we would be good to have high bandwidth. So I put on the agenda to talk about, mention that there's potentially going to be, we're working on building out a new minor release for Express 4X 4.15. There's a pull request for that release in the Express.js GitHub. And that release has a lot of items on it. As with any minor release, there's a lot of minor things to it. If there's anything, everybody is free to go look at it. We try to, do it in the open, and so anybody can be aware of it, even if you're not a member of Express. I mean, it's just open to comment. Things like any concerns with, hey, X, Y, Z, I don't think should be in here, and open up a discussion and stuff. In fact, there was one of those in that PR itself. It was a organization member, but still, that's basically the kind of conversation that it's there for. Or additionally, anything proposing, ideally, because it can get too crowded, we usually just open up a new issue. You're free to link to it, and specifically even say, I think this should be in the 4.15 release. Because we certainly look through all the issues. There's no real theme for this release. It's mostly just some updates, things like the debug project, which we have a lot of stuff that uses that module, has gotten a little bit of kick into it recently. So they released a couple versions of it, minor versions, and so we're going to bring that up to date. We're going to... from a long time ago, it's actually from last summer, there was a pull request and discussion about our default E-tag generation, which is using an MD5 hash for certain things. And I mean, if we're going to basically change that to a SHA-1 hash, because that way any FIPS, any Node.js runtimes that are built with FIPS mode enabled, that build process disables the ciphers that aren't compliant with a certain FIPS number of a standard. One of those is MD5 hash. So that means out of the box, Express won't work unless you either turn E-tags off or set your own E-tag generator function. So this will let this not only just work out of the box, but it will also allow us to enable Express to run as part of the Canary in the Gold Mine project, as part of the Node.js smoke testing with the FIPS mode. They currently have this project disabled for their FIPS smoke testing, so we'll get that enabled as well. Then there's some changes that have been going on in the Node.js master branch, aka what would become Node.js 8.0. And so we're going to include some things in there that changes in there that either broke because of that or show deprecation messages. So hopefully that'll be nice, because right now they're also having Canary in the Gold Mine issues since they, when they test Express on master, because we are broken on them currently. So this will allow us to not be broken. And that's pretty... Oh, and then we'll bring also official support for Node.js 7.x. The current version, 4.14, works just fine on Node 7x, but this will just kind of usually we wait till the minor releases and set it official support, just because now we're actually testing it all throughout the whole thing. So ideally anything got smoked out, so this will bring that as well. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for just the high level stuff. Of course, we'll be making the announcement when we eventually release it on the website. And now we'll also have a nice human readable fuller description of the high-level changes on the website as well, like usual, with a link to the tier's technical change log. So yeah, I mean that's all I really had to mention.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything this week. I have a long list of things I want to do, but I haven't gotten to them, so there's no point in just
right.
going over what I would like to do. But I do hope to find some time soon to do some more work on the website and just, for example, pull in the thing we added last week. I think the contributing. What was it I added?
Oh, the README guidelines. Is that what
that's right? The README guide. Yeah, the README guide. And since I mean, it doesn't apply to the Express module per se, but to any other, ancillary modules or middleware modules or all those other ones. And so I figured it should probably be put in there as a community resource along with some of the other contribution guidelines.
Yep. Yeah. And,
at least link to it.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, I forgot to mention, in case anybody's thinking about it, with the 4.15, there's no actual release date yet because there's a couple things that need to be completed still. But my rough estimation is maybe sometime around this upcoming weekend. So like, I don't usually like to release it when people aren't going to be around to respond to any critical issues that when people stuck it into production, all of a sudden it failed. So I don't know exactly what day, but could be maybe like, 26-ish or something like that. February 26-ish, maybe. It all depends. You can keep up to date if you subscribe or just periodically look in the pull request. I mentioned the same thing in the pull request there. So when I get a more concrete date, I'll probably put that down in there, and anybody can object to it or whatever if they want to. So, and with plenty of, obviously, with some lead time. So, I mean, it's just minor release. It's not a security thing anyway. So I don't know. Just try to give everybody a heads up kind of thing. But
sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, sounds like we're probably going to have a short meeting. Rand has to go soonish anyways, and we didn't really have much of an agenda. Figured, join, and then since 4:15 is coming up soon, mention that. I suspect it will absolutely be out before the next TC meeting, so this will be probably the only TC meeting we'll talk about 4:15 specifically. So.
Oh, sorry. Did you say you're not going to be around for the next one?
No, I said 4:15 release will definitely be out before it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So by the time we have the next TC meeting, I expect 4:15 was released.
Got it.
Unless some craziness happens somehow, I don't know. But it's an odd thing. Cool, man. All right.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Okay.
All right.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.